Now we've chosen a domain name that we know is available. Now what we need to do is get some hosting, which is basically the space. We're going to rent some space where your files are stored that can be accessed on the web. So the company I use to do this is HostGator, and they've always been very good on support for me, so you might want to try them. And I've actually got a coupon code that I can give you to get a little bit of discount on there. You'll find that below the video. Or another alternative, Bluehost, who've got a very good reputation. They're also very good, well priced, and if you're going to pay for a year or more of hosting, they're probably cheaper than HostGator. But HostGator have the benefit that if you only want to pay monthly, you can do that with HostGator, but it's a little bit more expensive. But to be honest, they're both pretty cheap anyway. So let's click on website hosting. And the difference between these plans are a hatchling plan will only let you host one website, whereas a baby plan will let you host more than one. So say for example we were going to do this green dog toy shop, but at a later date maybe you were going to come up with cat toys or something like that, so you might want to have more than one website hosted on the same space. Now you could do that with a baby plan. I wouldn't worry about the business plan, you're going to be fine with this one for now. So either choose the hatchling or the baby plan if you want to go with HostGator, and then click order now. Like I say, I can give you a coupon which will give you a little bit more discount than they give you, and then put in your domain name that you've just checked and we know it's available. So greendogtoyshop.com, and then it's fairly standard stuff. We're going to go for the baby plan. Then you can choose, do you want 36 months, do you want 1 month? You pick how much you want to choose. So if you're going to go for 36 months, basically you're going to pay for all those 36 months up front at once. Whereas you can go for the 1 month, it's more expensive, but you can then cancel anytime, within a month. So you're going to put in your username, so you just choose one, it tells you what you need, pick a PIN or your billing information. Now then we get down to here, which is domain privacy protection. What this means is that when you buy a domain name, it can either get bought in your name and address, or it can get bought in, say, HostGator's name and address. So nobody actually knows it's yours and nobody gets to see your name and address. And I would tend to leave that on. Obviously it's going to cost you extra, so you have to decide if that's worth it for you. SiteLock, I've never actually used this myself. It didn't used to be available. So it's up to you whether you go for that. Have a look and see if you think it's going to be worth it. And then this one, you don't need the mobile website builder. So really you just need to think whether you need that or not. And then go down here, and once you're happy with everything, just click create account. And obviously in with that you're actually buying the domain, the domain name we just looked for. You can actually buy domain names slightly cheaper elsewhere, but this just makes it a lot simpler when it's your first website. Now if we go over to Bluehost, it's going to be a similar sort of setup. Like I mentioned before, you can't pay monthly, I don't believe, with Bluehost. You have to buy say a year, 2 years, whatever up front. So put in that green dog toy shop again. Just put in all your details. Again, you can pick how you want to pay. Say the minimum there is 12 months, so you're going to be paying 12 months up front. But they give you your domain name free. And then just like before, you just need to decide if you want this site backup and SiteLock, and you'll have to read a bit more to see if you need those. I've never had those before, but I do tend to go for the domain privacy. And just put in your billing information. Now I've already got hosting with HostGator, so I'm not actually going to buy it now, but if we go on to the next video and I'll tell you how we're going to start setting up the website.